Host Sean Lennon here. Right now, we welcome the new CFFC Cage Fury Fighting Championship Bantamweight champion Saidyokub Kakharamov to the Fightlete Airport. He trains at Team Oyama in Irvine, California, a native of Uzbekistan. And of course, he defeated Tyson Lynn by knockout in the second round at CFFC 92 a couple of weeks ago. And we appreciate you being on the Fightlete Report. And then the last time we saw your action locally was you defeated Askar Askar by knockout in February of 2020 at HFC 42 as well. So appreciate you being on the show. I'm glad you're doing well.
No problem, sir. Thanks for having me here. It means a lot.
Oh,
The
no
first
problem.
time we're doing the show.
Yes. Hopefully the first of many.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the victory over Tyson Lynn at CFFC 92. I mean, you were relentlessly getting that finish. You look strong, you look powerful in that first round, and finally getting that finish in the second round.
Talk about I don't know what to talk about. I mean, it was a fight that went my way. That's how I predicted. I knew I was better than him, even though people favored him. I don't know what they saw in him. I mean, when first they told me, when they offered me that guy, I looked at him. I'm like, I didn't see anything that fazed me. He was just one-dimensional fighter that just does one thing. When you do MMA, you should have a lot in your tools. Like, you should have a lot of tools. It's not just one thing. You should be able to fight going backwards, going forward, like on the ground. Your striking, your kicking game, everything has to be perfect. This guy was just one dimensional. So it wasn't nothing surprising me. And it was just another easy day for me. It's due to, like, I put it this way. I mean, when you work hard, things look easy. So it's all about putting that training in and working hard.
This was your first pro title fight. 4 rounds were scheduled with the fifth round if it was tied. Talk about, was the training different for this one?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to train hard for every fight. I mean, as you see, last 2 years since I lost, I feel like I had to figure out a lot of things. It was, to me, like, I felt like I was reborn. Like, that's how I see it. I mean, since then, I'm just like, man, I gotta change things around me, people around me. It worked out pretty well for me. I always knew who I was. I just had to, find the right people, and then they had to do everything for me.
Definitely. In the post-fight interview, you seemed very amped up. You said call for UFC should be coming on the way. And, I know the fans and the CFFC management, they may not, take it the right way, the way that you were acting. But did you feel like it was something in the moment that made you feel that way? That it's just, you got to win,
No.
Second one in a row.
I mean, I planned everything. I planned my interview. I planned everything I was going to say. I mean, I knew I was going to knock him out. And I knew I was gonna go out there and then tell them everything I said. I planned it. It was nothing emotions, nothing was new to me. I planned everything. The reason I said even before the fight, promotion didn't really take care of me. They put the other guy, they favored him too much. They thought, I think they didn't know me. You know what I mean? They just didn't take care of me the way I supposed to be taken care of, and then that's what you get. You don't respect the guy, you don't receive respect from me. If they respected me before the fight, if they at least take care of me, how the fighter is supposed to get taken care of, it wouldn't be like that. I mean, the promotion is, it's a good promotion. I mean, when you talk about the promotion, it's big, it's good, it's respected. But the belt, I don't really care about the belt.
Sure.
I don't even know why I fought for the belt. I mean, I never been a promotion before, and then they just making me fight for the title right away. Like, that's kind of, I feel like maybe for other guys that been there, maybe that's disrespectful a little bit, but the belt mean nothing to me. That's how I feel.
And now you made it clear you're waiting, for the call from UFC, after their victory, seeing how you defeated Askar Askar. They wanted him to fight Cody Stamann. That was, of course, last month. Do you feel that this call is imminent now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people talking about the prospect. I'm like number one on the list. Like, I mean, tell me anybody, if you watch let's talk about the CFFC 92. If you watch the whole card from top to bottom, everybody had a boring fight. Everybody had weak fights. Even the title fight after me, they went to decision. 4 rounds of decision, boring fight. Every fight before me, it was decision. You didn't even see finishes like I did. My fight was like non-stop action. Like, I'm just going forward, pressure the whole time. I dropped them in 30. The referee almost stopped the fight. He pushed me, and then he didn't stop. I'm like, all right, let me finish him again. I mean, I just think I'm one of the, I'm number one on the list against anybody.
Yeah. Talk about signing with Iridium Sports Agency for your management team and what they have provided for your career so far.
Oh, they know what they're doing. professional people, they have a lot of people. I mean, they help me a lot with anything I need. Like I can literally ask him, like, anything. Like they just treat you like they have so many fighters under their wings, like so many of them in the UFC, they're stars, but they treat you like you one of their star. Like, you don't see that, oh, you just being undertreated against other fighters, you know what I mean? They treat you the same. They just make you feel special. And that kind of like gives you the idea, like, okay, this is good. I gotta prove this guys. Like, I wanna make them money. Like, that's how I see it. Like I wanna make them money. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
If I win, we're all making money. So that's how I see it.
Definitely. And, another thing is like before this, you didn't really have like a whole management firm, right? It was mostly you were dealing with the head coach and stuff like that.
No, I had this manager that I coach, but the guy was like, you see, he was one of those guys that who treats you, if you're a star, he treats you like a star. If you're nobody, like if you like, I wouldn't say nobody, if you just coming up, he would just look at you like, he would just message you like out of like every 3-4 months.
Right.
Hey, you want to fight this guy? And so, he was a weird guy, you know what I mean? He was a midget, some weird dude that I never met in my life.
Okay. Commend you on getting a great management firm behind you. Big things for you to come. Talk about you coming from Uzbekistan and how you're representing your country in MMA and what you're doing right now.
I'm just like another kid in the block who just, came to the country for a better life, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't complain about my old life. It was good, You always have to work hard and the stuff that you need. And even in America, you have to work hard. If you don't work or try something, you're like literally a month away being homeless. Like, what I mean? You gotta pay your bills.
Sure.
So it's just like it's mentality always been the same, If you're a lion even in another country,
And who would you want to fight in the UFC if it was up to you?
If it was up to me, who I want to fight? I mean, there's a lot of talent out there. So any of them, I can't really say I want to fight him. If I can pick whoever wants it, they can get it.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Sure. And then, when you would have that fight, what do you feel you would bring to the UFC that the fans would be drawn to you, that you get everybody talking, about your performances?
Where I came from, I mean, a lot of them don't really speak the language, so they can't really speak their mind. And I can't do that. You know what I mean? I know at the same time, I mean, the way I fight, people like that, I'm pretty sure people do like finishes. I mean, shit, I don't know. I mean, it's a hard question to answer. I mean, I don't know what people want to see these days. It's weird. People always looking for something new. They want to see bare knuckle. They want to see blood. They want to see people get killed. I mean, at the end of the day, I care about finishing people and hopefully get that bonus and make my money.
Yeah, definitely. And what did you think about when the world opens up? How much are you looking forward to fighting more of the international competitors?
International competitors, I mean, it's not, I mean, world is already opened up. I mean, to me, nothing changed. I've been still living the same lifestyle, still going to gym at the same time. It's just, if you just complain about it, then it's on you. Like, you know what I mean? You always got to find a way. Sure. If you just sit in just wait to world open up, the world's going to be closed next 5-6 years. I mean, you know what I mean? Right. So, I mean, internationally, if they want to, they can get it too. No problem.
And what are your thoughts about Khabib Nurmagomedov's retirement? I know you were matched up with his younger brother, Usman Nurmagomedov, back in 2018. You got a chance to fight him. I don't know if you had a chance to meet Khabib. What do you think?
No, I actually never met Khabib in my life, but maybe one day we meet. I do want to meet that guy. I mean, when he retired, I mean, the guy wants to retire, let him retire. I can't really say anything about the guy. I don't know anything about him. I never met him. I mean, he's a good guy. I learned a lot from him. Actually, like I watched a lot from him. I mean, I watch his videos, the lifestyle that he lives. I try to do the same because we have so much in common. I mean, we share religion, we share, I guess, little mentality, but there's a lot of things that you can learn from that guy if you watch. But it's not the only guy I learned from. I mean, I learned from every single person comes and goes. I mean, you meet, you watch. I mean, it's at the end of the day, just knowledge. He retired, in good terms. I mean, why not? I mean, 29, no. I mean, why not? He's gonna keep fighting until somebody beats him. That's weird, like,
Right. Definitely.
So why? He made a lot of money, so why not?
Definitely. Now it's time, for younger fighters like you to come up.
Yeah. Let us have a war. Let us do our thing, and then just him maybe coach. I'm pretty sure he can be a good coach. Sometimes good fighters, not good coaches. Right. But
did you come across that? Was there ever like a really good fighter that you had as a coach, or did you saw that really didn't fit the bill as a coach?
I mean, most of the coaches are like, they've been fighters, but it's hard. I feel like you gotta put your mind into it. Like, if you want to be a coach or whatever you want to be in life, you gotta put your mind into it. You want to be a teacher, you want to be like a driver, or like you interview me, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be prepared, like, oh, what kind of question I'm gonna ask? You gotta put your mind into it, you know what I mean? I know you've been interviewing people for a long time. Like, I know you from my first pro fights, like my amateur fights.
Yeah.
We never, maybe we had a couple of chances to interview you, but you usually always chase these bums, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, damn, why is this guy even interviewing this guy? He doesn't even deserve. Only reason I didn't give you an interview before it was because I'm like, what I'm gonna say to this kid, like that guy, you know what I mean? What I'm gonna tell you? I mean, I have nothing going on. I'm still coming up. There's nothing special going on. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do this, if not. So I'm not gonna go out there and just tell you, oh, I just won HFC, blah blah. You know what I mean? It's just weird to me. You gotta do something to talk about something. If you're not doing shit, you just gotta keep your head down and then keep training, and then things like that will happen. I mean, I had like, after this win, I had like 9-10 interviews. Like, you know what I mean? This is the most I ever done in my life.
Right.
I guess I did something big, so it happens. I guess my plan worked. That's why I was waiting my time to, I was like, one day I'll talk to Sean, but it's not right now. That's how I see it.
Definitely. Well, I totally understand it now. And, talk about what you're doing at Team Oyama in Irvine, California. How'd you find your way over there?
When pandemic hit here, gyms was closed. I was just home. I was just like, couldn't do shit because it was pretty bad and everything's closed. I'm like just home playing Fortnite all night, all day. Like, I was playing till 5, 6 a.m. in the morning and sleeping during the day. And I'm like, I did that for like a week or two. And I'm like, man, this is not healthy. I was still training at home workouts, stuff like that. I was like, man, I want to go somewhere that nobody knows me. And I don't know anybody, so and I chose California. When I was there, I was just hanging out, and I'm like, I still want to train. And then I hit up my manager because I know they're from there. I was like, hey, I'll find me a gym to go train, like fighters gym. Maybe that will like put some fight in my heart. He found me this place, like, I just walked in and we had training session. It was good. I liked it. It was hard work. A lot of good guys. A lot of like UFC caliber. I mean, the guys that fight in the UFC that I've been watching all my life, they train out there. I'm sparring with these guys. I'm training with these guys. We're wrestling with these guys. And I mean, I was like, man, this is nice. If I stay here, maybe something's gonna change. And then, well, since then it's been like what 7, 8 months, almost 6, 7 months. So I've been there. So I'm just there now.
Definitely. Well, that's great that you found, the gym that you feel it's going to take you to that next level.
Yeah, definitely. You need that. You cannot. I mean, you can. It was possible with me. I could have done that here too. It's not like
Right.
I needed that. I just needed somebody to train me. Like, hey, I needed to go to gym and there's a training going on. That's what I needed. I didn't chase nobody. Like, I just needed somebody to teach me something, be my teacher, like guidance, stuff like this, by myself. You can only do so much by yourself,
For sure.
You need guidance in the sport. You need somebody's watching over you,
And who do you feel has helped you the most there and why?
The whole team. That gym is all about team. The whole team helps you. Just every single person in that place. I can't really name anybody, but every single person that I train with, they all help me in a way, and I'm pretty sure I helped them too.
That's good. Did you have a chance to like review a fight with them of your past? And if you did, what do you feel were improvements that were needed?
No, we didn't watch nothing. I mean, I walked in, coach put me through some sparring sessions. I mean, I spar with the guys that I put a lot of sparring rounds with those guys. Like, it was a lot of hard training. I can't even put in words what I went through, but I loved every minute, every second of it. I mean, coach eventually, he watches you. He tells you what you need to work on. Like, you need to improve this. You need to move a little bit, change level. Things like that. It was just I never watched I'm not the same guy that I was 2 years ago. So I cannot really look back. I'm not the same guy as the last time I fought at HFC. I'm not that fighter. I'm way better than that guy. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like I'm 25. I'm just not even in my prime. I'm still like training. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to work on my kicks. I'm still trying to do better at my technique and get stronger, cardio. Like, I'm still improving. I'm still 50%, not even.
Oh, wow. So that's really good. Especially, given your age, when you hit your prime, you should be at the highest peak, right?
Two, I would say next 2 years, 2-3 years I hit my prime, and then we're gonna change the game. That's how I see it. Like, I am going to, put my city on that map, and then just like people talk about Russia, they're gonna talk about my city. That's how I see it. And then where I came from, we have lots of good athletes that they need somebody to take him there. Like, you know what I mean? And I have a chance, and I'm in a location where I can actually do that. They not, they overseas though. They don't have what I have. But only thing we have in common is they have a heart. They do train hard. They're good fighters. They just need somebody to, give them this opportunity that I have. And then that's the main goal, give it back, make my money, go back, give that shit back, you know what I mean?
Right.
Put those guys and then create a new army, just bring the new generation. I have a lot in my mind, I just need to order to do that, I need to keep training hard, keep winning fights. I mean, this 2 fight mean nothing to me. It's already in the past.
Right.
It just literally means nothing to me. Okay, I watch it. I'm like, okay, it's a good fight, but I made so much mistakes in that fight. I mean, only I see it and my coaches see it. Right. There's a lot of mistakes I made, but I need to improve on that. And then next 2 years, it's gonna be a different game.
For sure.
That's how I see it.
Definitely. So I would assume maybe like the Contender Series would be on your radar, and any other big promotions.
Yeah. I mean, this goal is to get to the UFC. There is no other promotion in my mind.
Okay.
There's only one. I mean, since I've been in high school, I've been running. I run for cutting weight to wrestle. I wrestled in high school a bit. I'd be running and cutting weight, and then just listen to music, and I just imagining myself walking in that UFC arena. I do this to get to the UFC, nothing else. I had a chance to get to other promotions, but I declined it. I don't need them. Like, I don't need the money. You know what I mean? It's just a platform that they have. It's just so big that you need that. You need that in your life. You need that to, show your culture, your city, to people like to fans, I guess, to different people. Because when you say Uzbekistan, there are people like, what, Pakistan? They don't really know Uzbekistan. You know what I mean? It's because we like this country that mind our business. We just like doing our thing. We don't really create a drama. We have good boxers. We won the Olympics as a team in boxing last Olympics, so we have really good boxing. But that's a different story. But UFC is just bigger than boxing. Boxing is almost, people don't really watch boxing no more. I mean, I don't even watch. I mean, you tell me Canelo fighting somebody, I'm like, all right, am I gonna tune in? I don't think so. If you tell me there's a UFC fight night, I don't care who's fighting, I'm watching that.
Definitely, I understand as well. And if you were offered a short notice fight, is that something you'd take up if UFC offered?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got offered a bunch of times, 6-7 times. I went to the airport. I came back from the airport because commission said I don't have enough fights.
Okay. Wow.
I came back from the airport. I had offers. I signed the contract. I went to the airport. I'm about to board. They're like, nope, commission don't want it. I'm like, whatever, no problem. I went back home, keep training. It doesn't make me sad or anything. I'm like, oh shit, that was close. No, God has plans. So we're gonna just keep training hard. If it comes, it will come. I mean, it should. That's how I see it.
Yeah, move on to next year. What can we expect from your next fight? What do you feel like you're gonna show fans?
I want to show more things. I mean, this is okay. Before it was okay. Oh, this guy just is a wrestler. He wrestles people. I mean, last 2 fights they see I'm knocking people out. Now they're gonna think I'm a boxer or a striker. I still wrestle hard. I'm still good on the ground. My jiu-jitsu is good. I still want to show my grappling, different aspect of my game, but they're not even passing the first level of my game. You know what I mean? Right. They're not even passing through my hands. So if we ever go on the ground, I mean, I want to show my ground game. I want to show my pressure. I just want to overall show mixed martial arts.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Most likely next fight is gonna be another knockout. I want to fight longer. I want to get that cage time. Maybe 2 rounds. I want to fight. Maybe finish the guy in the third. Maybe I get finished. I mean, it's a game, so you gotta be ready for everything.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you, Saidyokub, for being on the Fight Report today. Anyone you'd like to thank? Anything you'd like to plug? Go ahead. The time is yours.
Oh man, thanks for having me, man. It was the first time we did. Yes. I mean, I really appreciate it for your time. Thanks for having me here.
Anytime.
So other than that, I want to wish everybody luck.
Wish you luck, man. So appreciate you being on the show. Remember, new CFFC Bantamweight champion Saidyokub Kakharamov. We appreciate you being on the Fight Report, and Can't wait to, talk to you before your next fight.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Anytime. You too. Good night.